as Wei Ching and Gita has mentioned, like good prompt matters. So I think if for those of you teachers and educators or anyone who wants to start learning, right? Actually at this time, like the easiest way to improve your Gen AI, right, or the quality of your generative AI is actually like to design good prompts. And what it means is that they are I mean, GPT is very smart, but they are not. You need to talk to them as if like they are a machine, so to say. They are still, in fact, an AI or a machine, right? So there is basically like a certain rules on how you can break that down. I think Wei Ching previously mentioned about defining the role, like who are you, like who is the ChatGPT, who should they act, and the second one is define the main task. Like if you take a look at their prompt, like sometimes you can also see that like this is the list of tasks that you have to do, and there are certain kind of like format as well. Like don't put too long. I mean, don't put like keep your response like below like 250 words or something like that. So define the main task is actually very important as well, and define the rule. Like rule is also like some kind of criteria that you want to input on the GPT. I think right now with GPT-4 they are much better in memorizing like arithmetic. So let's say if you are a teacher, you want to create a role play, you can actually add on like point system as well, and define the text format. Like you can also like so okay. So what team environments actually do is actually to pass on some of the user input, such as like you have create sustainability learning materials like for 2 hours lesson and all that stuff. Pass it into the prompt. And then like for example, like if I want to create like sustainability curriculum that is related to web development, so that input is actually passed into the prompt so that the output of the ChatGPT is customized. So this is something that you can also have in your ChatGPT app, and then like you can actually pass the prompts like the user input into the prompt so that the answer can be personalized to your audience basically. And how we typically structure the learning is that we typically teach our members, right, to start from learning how to write good prompts, because like whether you are using like you are building apps or you are using ChatGPT website, prompting actually matters a lot, as you see like in the previous slide page. The second one is I think one thing that lots of people like want to explore is that how can I build something that other people can use. So this is where we also like start teaching them a basic like basic Gen AI app generation, but not starting from scratch, but we design a template. You can edit the prompt and you can also edit the user journey as well. Because like what team environment has mentioned, simplicity really matters. Like, and in this case, like they're creating like a user journey or conversation flow that is simple for teachers to apply. But beyond that, let's say if you want to take it learning a little bit step further to let's say applying it into your companies, or even if you want to start a business in Gen AI, right? I think these are like the levels that you want to explore. Like the third one is like how to integrate Gen AI into my existing workflow. ChatGPT cannot respond to my email, and ChatGPT cannot summarize my text if it's not connected to let's say to my document, right? So this is also like another interesting, more advanced learning that we typically like teach to our students. Like how can you assemble your brain so that it creates some kind of like automation workflow for your work. Level 4 is Gen AI on database. I think once you know how to integrate existing workflow, it's time for us to learn like how can I learn integrate LLM to my database, for example. Because like for example, like if you are a lawyer, for example, I want the GPT to follow like Singapore law or a specific clause of maybe like a certain industry. And I don't want them to kind of answer it based on like internet data. I want to have a very specific local context. So Gen AI on database is going to be big, and this is also like most of our requirements actually come from how can you integrate LLM to my local database so that I can talk to my PDF, I can talk to my I can search data easily. The fifth one is like local LLMs, because like how can I deploy and run local LLM to ensure like 100% privacy. And the sixth one, once you have that, you can actually create a ChatGPT that actually automate end-to-end human workflow. Can you make it better or perform similarly like the human? There are a lot of complexity there, but there are some techniques that you can learn to actually like create an AI agent.